I see dead people. Hello and welcome to Russell County.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we'll let the commentator in the stadium take it over from here.
Here in Seal, Alabama for today's UPSL contest between Potros FC and UMA FC.
We're here bringing you the match live on the road on the Potros. About a 3-hour drive.
We ask you to please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Get ready for the Alabama. As we get ready for the kickoff here, we'll be right back to bring you the lineups and the kickoff in just a few minutes. And we get ready as we kick off here in Alabama, Seal, Alabama. Potros starting with the kickoff, a long ball looking for McKeever going to go out. We're here in Alabama. Apologies for the audio going out as we want to avoid copyright strike and the music playing in the stadium. We had to mute. Throw in for UMA. The starting lineup for Potros FC is going to be Cameron Verona in goal with the back line, unchanged from last week's win against Dalton United. Latrell Bradshaw, Omar Barrow, Kwesi Paul, and Evan Greenberg. In the midfield, one change as Russell Joseph gets the start. And up top, Mark Bino Dadinho returns to the starting 11 alongside Nazario Mbomio and Sean McKeever. Benjamin Oranga and Spencer Van Buskirk will be the other ones making up the midfield. So UMA with the ball in possession here. Have a roster for UMA, but we don't know who's starting just yet. Focus will be on Potros today here on the Potros YouTube channel. If you would like to tune in to the UMA, you can go over to their YouTube. But here for Potros, we're going to be bringing you live. Apologies for any delays in the video today as we are traveling. We don't have our usual setup, so there may be in and outs connection. If there are issues throughout the day, there will be a re-uploaded version if needed. So we'll do that throughout the day. But early on, some possession going back and forth. Some high pressure from Potros in the all-white today. Won by Latrell Bradshaw, going back to Paul. Oh, sorry, that's Barrow. Now going back to Verona. Chance here for Potros in this very hot day on the turf with the sun right above their heads to kind of slow the game down, get some control early on. About 87 degrees out here. I'm sure on the turf it probably feels in the 90s. Long ball by Verona, looking to get it to one of the forwards, but doesn't. Van Buskirk getting the free ball, finding Dadinho. A chance to go back to Van Buskirk, but it's going to be a little too long. I'll go out for a goal kick. UMA in the red and white stripes, moving from left to right on your screen. Potros in all white, a good choice from them. I do say so myself. That decision. But in this heat today, we want to avoid them. We're sure to see a couple stoppages. 4 hydration breaks. As UMA try to build out a quick tackle from Oranga, but still in possession is UMA. A hard challenge there from Greenberg and still on the ball for UMA. I believe that was Tony Kim. A little hard to see the numbers from the far side from here. Oh, a hard challenge there from Mbomio, nearly winning possession back inside the opposition penalty area. But now UMA have a chance to find the midfield. Now they play the ball through. Here's a chance as it's going to be a 1v1 opportunity. Verona coming out with a big save there with his chest. And first great opportunity of the game coming from UMA on the break. A quick counter attack, release the player in the midfield. Again, we don't have the names for the players right now, except for the ones that we might be able to recognize this season. But that was a good early opportunity for the home team. And now corner kick for UMA. To try to repeat what they did last week, which was to start very strong from the beginning. They have to deal with this first, headed away by McKeever, coming back to help defend. Now the loose ball's played out by the UMA player. It's going to be a Potros throw. Bradshaw on the throw. Comes down line. Here's McKeever. Has to do well to keep possession, but loses it. Now UMA, they're really well known for moving that ball quickly in the midfield. Those 1-2 passes as we see there, but a little bit of a trip over the ball. Gets possession back for Potros. Here's Van Buskirk. Has this option in front of him. Tries to go to Mbomio. Finds him, but the flag will go up for an offside. So a little bit too long on the decision. Mbomio just veered offside. And now UMA will be back in possession. And again, like we said, they're known for these quick passes through the middle. They're known for their ability to create chances and to create chances in dangerous positions. And here they come again, moving the ball through the midfield, all the way to the far side. Now a ball into the box. Gonna fall into the hands of Verona. And now Potros have a chance to get some possession. Here's Bradshaw, taking some space in front of him. Wide to McKeever. McKeever looking for an option. Decides to go long. Gonna fall for Dadinho, but he can't get to it. But it's still rolling. The goalkeeper decides to let it roll. It will be a goal kick for UMA. Not a really big crowd here on this Easter Sunday. You can hear a lot of the calls from the field. May coming out from the back, decided to go long this time. Finds the feet of the winger, but Greenberg is there to play it off of him, and will win a throw-in. Referee Horacio Oliveira not happy with the position of the throw, but this time finds Mbomio in the wide area. Looking to create from that wide area. Does well to hold it up. Now next with Dadinho. Dadinho's crosses in, but just going to fall safely to the hands of the goalkeeper. Now UMA trying to build out. Good move from that midfielder to keep the ball despite the high pressure. But there's 1-2 was unsuccessful as Dadinho picks it up and now can restart with Paul. Here's Barrow. To Van Buskirk in the middle. Van Buskirk has pressure on him. A little bit of a battle for possession there, but gonna force Verona to slide to keep that ball in play. And now Omar Barrow. Potros trying to find the spaces. They find Mbomio. One touch wide to Dadinho. Overlapping run from Greenberg, but decides to go back with Van Buskirk instead. Played across to Barrow. Then Uranga in the middle. Dadinho. Quick to Nazar. 1-2 back to Van Buskirk. Van Buskirk's ball through. Not able to find a teammate, but the rebound gets the shot and wins the corner kick early on. A little bit of some nervousness maybe in the back for Potros. Already a clear opportunity for UMA that they were. Verona came up big with the save, and then that back pass nearly ended up in a bad position, but Verona did well to keep possession. Now they have the opportunity to turn it around here on the corner kick. Then Busker cross comes in. All the way to the back. Uranga gets his head to it, but a foul is called on the play. This is a very important game for both teams, as both teams are sitting in the playoff positions currently with the same points. First tiebreaker in this division is head-to-head, so this could come down to head-to-head in another future place. But here's a chance for UMA. Shot from outside the box is blocked. Bradshaw getting the first one, but not the second. UMA still on the ball. Played wide. Now an overlap from the outside back, but can't find him, and it'll go for it. As we were saying, both of these teams have an opportunity to climb the table today. Some teams above them dropping points on the weekend. Georgia Revolution losing yesterday to Georgia Athletic. As well as North Georgia dropping points against Pachuca. So a win for either of these teams would put them within 3 points of the league leaders. They've got to... Both teams should know the importance of this match, and UMA so far doing well to keep possession in the attacking third. Nice turn there and a chance, but lays it off. Now ball into the box. Bradshaw's there to play it out to safety. Ball thrown into the corner. Does well to get past the pressure. Now looking for a chance to put a ball into the box. Does, and gets around the player. Has a shot in the front post, but not on target. Verona is going to take the goal kick, sends his players forward, decides to go long. Look for one of the targets in the front. Got Uranga up there. He's got Mbomio and Dadinho who can win headers. Goes for Dadinho. Decides to control it. Has pressure on his back. Eventually does go out for a UMA throw. It's equal on the season so far up to this point. UMA slightly ahead on goal difference. They had that big lead against Albion here a couple of weeks ago. Coming off of a draw with Pachuca last week. Now a chance here from UMA. Good control, good movement to the center. A ball played across the middle and Mbomio coming back, making it difficult. Uranga with him. Uranga trying to get control, but a good tackle there to get back possession for UMA. Now long ball to the far side. Bradshaw gets in the way. McKeever keeping the ball in. A foot race here on the near side. UMA gets to it first. Still work to do here. Oh, but a foul called against McKeever. Oliveira showing early on the referee that he's gonna not allow a lot of contact in this game, as he already called 2 fouls. Van Busker not able to keep possession. But this time it falls to Paul. Decides to go back to Verona, trying to get a little bit of calmness in the game for Potros. Played across. Back to Kwesi Paul. This time goes long. Looking for Mbomio, but is not able to get it to his feet as the goalkeeper comes out to collect. Now UMA decide to go long. Kwesi Paul controlling. Now Joseph back to Barrow. Van Buskirk gonna play it one time to Russell. Joseph can't get control of that one as he tries to dribble forward. Ball played forward to the striker of UMA. Now wide. But again, behind him. A little bit of a disconnect on that far side so far for UMA. Most of their chances are coming from this near side. But Potros still yet to really get a rhythm into this game so far. A little bit of fusion, but a long ball there. Now Joseph. UMA moving the ball really well so far in these first few minutes. As we mentioned, that they're pretty known for this type of play, where they move the ball really quickly. Very few touches between their players, a lot of good combination plays with each other. See that they're well coached. Hard challenge there from Paul, winning the ball though. So Oliveira lets that one go. Van Busker winning the ball that time, and now Mbomio with a chance to go 2v2. Mbomio driving into the box, cutting back, loses possession in the last touch, didn't get the support he needed in time. Now UMA will have a chance with space in the middle to go forward. A quick touch to get around Bradshaw, but his ball forward only finds Kwesi Paul. Nice little dummy there from Van Busker to give himself some space. Now McKeever playing Mbomio through, but the flag will go up again. So a little bit of a high line from this UMA team, playing a little bit of an offside trap. They need to be a little bit careful, and play will be stopped as Paul goes down. Not sure. We didn't see what happened there, if it was any contact or if it was something else. But Kwesi Paul will require some attention. So again, apologies for those at home. We are on a away location, so there may be some in and out on the service and the connection here. If there is, then we will have a re-uploaded version of available afterward. So again, apologies if there is any outs today. And with this heat today, these stoppages will be an opportunity to get a little bit of rehydration, cool down just a little bit. Ball continues to receive attention. Play from the offside kick. Here's UMA. Kwesi Paul back on the field now after receiving a few minutes of attention. Ball into the middle, picked out by Uranga. Uranga with some space to carry. Goes wide to McKeever. McKeever looking for an opportunity to cut inside. Runs into a UMA player. Good work so far from that UMA midfield. They've been all over the place. And ball played back in. A heavy touch, and Ben Buskirk's there, but just a little too late on the tackle. Long switch, finding the winger. Greenberg doing well not to allow him to cut inside, but a quick throw in from UMA. Gets it back into play. Uranga's header looking for Mbomio. Won back by UMA. UMA back under control in the middle of the field. Potros still yet to really have a clear opportunity in this game. Had a few that were offside. Still trying to find the spaces to get in control. Good strength there from Joseph to win the ball back. Now Bradshaw. Finding Van Buskirk with pressure. Nice challenge there from Uranga to win the ball back quickly. Wide to Darinho. Darinho fouled this time. Starting to pick up the intensity a little bit from Potros. Ball's back into play. Here's Van Buskirk. So far, not really able to get good control as they've been putting the balls in some dangerous positions. Bomeo touching to Joseph. Joseph back to Dadinho. Dadinho with a chance, left-footed shot is blocked. UMA with time to control. Still with the ball carrying forward. Now UMA with some space again to carry. Now pressure from Oranga. Oranga winning the ball back. Just for a second as the tackle falls to UMA, and now they have a chance to get numbers forward. A chance to shoot from the outside of the box. And that one was close, but not on target. A miscommunication there from UMA gives away possession. Russell Joseph will be able to find McKeever. McKeever with pressure on his back. Hard challenge, but he stays with the ball. Now still McKeever. McKeever can't release the ball and ends up running into pressure and losing it out. Long ball over the top. Finds the winger there, cutting inside. Kwesi Paul dropping down with a diving header to get it back to Verona. Great work there from the defender, the Grenadian defender, to do the diving header, get it back to his goalkeeper. But now a bad pass there and a chance for UMA to come forward. Nice 1-2 play into the box. Chance here for UMA. Good work there from Barrow to get the ball back into the possession of Verona. Barrow demanding the defense, demanding the team to be better on the ball as we reach the 20th minute. Chance here for Potros to keep some possession, just deciding to move it around the back, trying to get a little bit more comfortable with the ball, as there's been a little bit of a disconnect between midfield and the rest of the field. They haven't really been able to connect with each other or with their other lines, and again we see there the pass forward to Dadinho, just too heavy on his touch, given away. Now this time, again, another ball to the midfield, just with two defenders on his back, not able to get control. And now a ball through the middle. Verona's going to come out for it. He'll take his time and let it come into the box to pick up. Barrow trying to connect, trying to get a little bit more connection with his midfield as he demanded a couple minutes earlier. Van Busker getting on the ball a little bit more. Now the ball playing forward between the lines, finding Dadinho, and he does control. And Bomeo trying to get involved, which is now Van Busker. That time forward to Oranga. Oranga's touch into the space with no help. Bradshaw with a nice tackle, not allowing the ball into the box. But UMA still with some control. Now Barrow with a nice tackle, but again, still not enough to depossess UMA as they get the shot across. An easy one for Verona to deal with. And McKeever. Back to Bradshaw. Van Busker. Trying to find Mbomio. The header back to the keeper. Keeper has to head it at the edge of the box, but does well to keep his team in possession. Flag goes up for an offside as the ball was played forward. Barrow stopped it either way, but now Potros have a chance to get control. Wide to Joseph. Has the overlapping run from Greenberg, but the ball hits the back of his leg. Getting close to the 30-minute mark, I believe. Should have a hydration break around the 30-minute mark. 4 minutes of the heat really getting to some players, but just overall, they'll be happy with the 0-0 so far, Potros, but here's a chance for them to take a lead as Uranga plays the ball forward to McKeever. McKeever looking for a chance to get into a dangerous position, gets to the front post, but can't control. A hard challenge from McKeever. Uranga there to win the ball back. Van Buskirk trying to find an option to release the ball, but he's fouled in the process. Free kick for Potros. The keeper setting up his wall. Free kick for Van Buskirk. Goes to goal. Oh, what a save there from the UMA keeper. A chance almost out of nothing as Van Buskirk puts that shot on target. Keeper had to get across his line to punch that one over the post. Corner kick here for Potros. Van Buskirk with the cross. All the way to the back post, headed across by Bradshaw, can't get it. Back across the goal, goal kick for UMA. One back by Greenberg. Header finds Joseph. Greenberg's second ball forward to Mbomio. Mbomio's header one. Finding Dadinho through the middle. Middle to McKeever. McKeever not to get to it, but he's pulled back. And it looks like a yellow card's going to be shown. And it looks like it should be a penalty kick as the foul was inside the box. Oh, but it's actually called outside. I don't know where the referee's calling the foul as the player was all the way inside the box at the time and the ball was forward. Again, we don't have instant replay right now, but check back on that one. It looks like foul might have been a foul that was called beforehand, a further out position, but another free kick from a similar position as the one we just saw. Van Buskirk over the ball again. Buskirk puts a cross in this time to the back post, but Joseph not in the right position to get to it.
Behind you on your left, right?
So Potros finally starting to get into this game a bit with about 15 minutes remaining in the half. Then Buskirk looking to send the ball forward. Ball's a bit short, but the header back to the keeper's hands. Good work there from the UMA defender. Right in the middle, UMA come away with it. Ball through the middle, finds Van Buskirk. Ball forward by Dadinho. Here's Mbomio. Mbomio cutting to his outside, but not enough to get a chance. Still with Potros as Joseph gets across in. To the back post, headed away by UMA. Here's Van Buskirk. Now Barrow. Coming forward from the center back position. Finds Van Buskirk with some space. Van Buskirk getting across to Mbomio. Mbomio trying to turn. Can't get past his man. Barrow once again stepping in front, but can't get the second ball. Does enough to put the UMA player off, makes it difficult on the far side. Now Greenberg's tackle wins it back, but Joseph losing possession. Ball looking to play forward. Paul was in the way. Now Bradshaw. Playing it to the middle. Dadinho. Back to Bradshaw. Then Buskirk and Bradshaw connecting. Plays through the middle to Mbomio. Mbomio quick touch to Dadinho. Dadinho trying to get it through to Joseph, but gets blocked in the process. Now the ball through the middle falls to Oranga. Oranga continues his run as Joseph goes with it. Wide to Greenberg. Greenberg wins the throw. And here's Mbomio. Edge of the box to a UMA player with some space to carry. Good tackle there from Barrow to win it back again. And Buskirk. McKeever. Back to Bradshaw. McKeever in a tight space. Dadinho plays it forward. McKeever gets to it. Gets it across the goal to Mbomio. Mbomio shot. In. Goal! Potros with the goal just before halftime. Against the run of play, not that many chances. Started to get a little bit more control as the half continued on. Now McKeever with a quick play with Dadinho on this near side. Gets it across. And Mbomio on the far post able to finish it as he has done in the last matches. Now with his fourth goal of the season, the last 3 matches. Dadinho involved, McKeever involved, and Mbomio involved as well, as we get now that hydration break with about 15 minutes remaining in the half. About 10 minutes remaining in the half. But that's the man who's been getting the goals so far this season since he's come into the team. Dario Mbomio. Dadinho able to be in more of a creative role. His creation there. He gets back into the starting 11 after missing out last week. Potros doing well in the defense, despite not really able to get control in the first 30 minutes of this game, first 25, 30 minutes. They continue to stay strong in the back. Wesley Paul doing a good job leading in the back. Omar Barrow with some nice tackles, really stopping UMA from creating any more danger than they already have. And Potros just needed that opportunity right there. McKeever gets his third assist of the season. His connection with Mbomio, which we saw last week against Dalton United, continues. And Potros takes the 1-0 lead in here in the first half. Now UMA back under control, looking to get some touches on the ball once again. Through the middle. One-time touch, pass goes to Bradshaw. Darinho trying to switch it over to Joseph. Joseph gets to it. Still Joseph. Joseph plays it across. McKeever! Oh, and he just can't get it on target here on the back post. But that was the opportunity to double the lead. Joseph did extremely well on that far side to win that ball from Darinho. Once again, creating from the midfield. But the opportunity from McKeever just goes over. Unfortunate, unlucky for. Now ball's in play for UMA. Greenberg does well to win that one through the air. Van Buskirk with some space. Connecting with Uranga. Now Paul. Paul looking for the switch. Beaver just would not have mattered if he kept it in play because the flag does go up for an offside either way. UMA's long ball, trying to get over Barrow, winning that header in the air, falls back to UMA, able to, with one pass, able to get it past the midfield. Good pressure from Greenberg, forcing UMA back. Quick touch there, Darinho in the right place, wins it back. Now a long ball over the top, falls to Mbomio. But just can't control it. Now Wesley Paul winning that header. Great work from Barrow and Paul in that back line of Potros. Really commanding so far. Van Buskirk does well to keep control. Bradshaw's throw to McKeever. Through the middle to Mbomio. Has Van Buskirk behind him. Van Buskirk goes for the shot. It was curling, but just could not come back inside quick enough. And that one would just be wide of the goal. Van Buskirk playing in a little bit of a higher position than we're used to seeing him, as he able to get a little bit more involved in the attack. Ball through the middle from UMA. Worked in the beginning of the game and now having a tough time really connecting through the lines. Momentum has shifted in this game. Here's Paul. Wide to Greenberg. You can see the confidence in Potros that they were lacking in the first parts of this. Now here's Darinho. To Joseph. Joseph playing it through to Mbomio. Mbomio looking for a chance to shoot. His shot's blocked. Cut inside for Joseph. Joseph trying to get through. Now a chance for UMA to break. They try to play it over the top. Barrow's going to get to it. Does well. His first touch sets him up to keep going. Barrow still with the ball. And decides to go back so he can calm down. Bradshaw covering for him in the middle. Verona. Back to Barrow. Van Buskirk trying to turn. Finds McKeever, but McKeever's Loose ball falls to UMA. Now Van Buskirk winning it back. Wide to Joseph. Apologies, that's Dadinho. Dadinho running into the box with a little bit of a pull back, but cuts it across, and then Bomio in the middle gets another goal to his name. What a run there from Mark Binot Dadinho to set up Mbomio Nazario for his second goal of the match. 2-0 for Potros. What a run there. What a play by Van Buskirk to win that ball back. Dadinho with his assist. And what a link up there we're starting to see from this front line of Potros FC. Dario and Bomio with the easy tap in, but Mark Binot did all the work to run that down the line. Got pulled back and continued running, and now we see a change for UMA as one of their subs will come in. Just before halftime, UMA needing this. But Potros with the 2-goal lead, getting close to that halftime whistle. Can UMA find their way back into this game at home in Alabama? They've done well in the first parts of this game, but didn't take their chances against the run of play. Potros able to come back into this game now with 2 goals to their name and building in confidence. You can see them getting a little bit more control. But with a player like this for UMA, Tony Kim, anything is possible, but not this time as they can't connect. Uranga coming away with the ball with some space. Wide to Joseph. Forward to Mbomio. For UMA has to come out. Potros, can they find another one before half? Would put them in a really comfortable position going into halftime. These final minutes. Or expecting a few minutes of added time. We did have that stoppage for Cressy Paul, who went down early in the half. We had that water hydration break. Bomio with the back heel to Joseph. Wide to Greenberg. Greenberg's cross. Fighting McKeever, but McKeever's header not able to get it to goal, and UMA's keeper comes away with the ball. A long punt. Just straight to the feet of Cressy Paul, who will go back to Verona. Now Potros looking to try to get Paul back into the other half. Paul. The long switch. Looking for Bradshaw, who's forward now. Bradshaw with a cutback. Still Bradshaw. Keeps it in play. Bradshaw continuing. Plays it across to McKeever. McKeever just not able to control as he tried the little flick to get around the pressure. But a ball forward from UMA once again. Cleaned up by the Potros back line. They've done extremely well so far in this half. Wesley Paul and Omar Barrow really connecting well. Very strong to not allow any clear chances aside from the beginning of the game. They dealt with it, and so far since then have been commanding in that back line. Keever. Van Buskirk has some space in front of him if he can get control. Now Greenberg. Joseph. Played across to Uranga. Uranga through, looking for Dadinho, but picked out by UMA. Back in possession for Potros. Van Buskirk looking for an option. Decides to go over to McKeever. Oh, but the flag goes up for offside once again. Barrow picking out that long ball. Now in control is Uranga. Tried to get it wide to McKeever, but gets fouled in the process. A late challenge from the UMA player. I believe we heard 3 minutes being added in this half. I believe that's what we heard from the center referee, Horacio Oliveira. Ball's back in play. Here's Van Buskirk. Joseph cutting inside, using the space in the middle. Finding Dadinho. Wide to Bradshaw. Now McKeever. Tipped in, looking for Dadinho, but can't get to him. UMA doing well to move the ball around. And now they'll have some space to come forward. Omar Barrow once again getting in the way of the ball forward from UMA, but UMA back in possession. Now they find the man in the middle. Wide. Greenberg there. The ball played across. McKeever doesn't control. No touch, says the referee, and it'll be a Potros throw-in. And now another sub for UMA before the half. Tough conditions to play in here. Warm day, the sun right above us, no shade on the field. We haven't had so far this season. Have been around the 70 degrees. Here we're in the mid 80s. On the turf, it'll feel a little bit warmer. But not to the half yet. Still a chance here for UMA, trying to get one back before halftime. Now in possession, carrying the ball forward. But good work there from Potros to defend well. Joseph now looking for a chance to put McKeever through. Ball forward, goalkeeper gets to it first. Tiredness from the players as we reach the half point. Long ball looking over the top. Greenberg there to cover. Still work to do. The UMA player can turn, gets into the box, looking for a chance to shoot. Still there, still has work to do, lays it off for a teammate. Now the shot comes in, it's blocked, it comes back to him. Another shot, saved by Verona. And on the back post, Bradshaw is going to get to it first. And Bradshaw wins the throw-in. Great reaction there from Latrell Bradshaw. And a great save there once again from Cameron Verona with the shot from the edge of the box. Knowing UMA, that's one of their specialties. Those positions are where they pick out those shots from. And that will bring us to the halfway point. Potros FC going into the break with a 2-goal lead thanks to a brace from Nazario and Bomio, assisted by Sean McKeever and Dadinho. Dadinho involved in both goals as well, coming back into the... Frankie Ruiz will be happy with his first half performance. Maybe not with the first 20 minutes or so, but the team was resilient. Verona had to make some big saves. That back line was strong, and they will get to go into the half with a lead. We'll be back in the second half to bring you the rest of the action. And welcome back for the second half. Oh, apologies. Yeah, welcome back for the second half as Potros FC going in with a 2-goal lead thanks to 2 goals from Nazario and Bomio here in the second half at Russell County High School in Seal, Alabama. UMA FC in red and white, going to be going from right to left this half. And Potros FC in all white, going to be going from left to right. Second half is underway here in Alabama. Potros FC with the 2-goal lead. Hands here from UMA early on in this half. They get the ball across to the edge of the box. A shot ends up blocked, but the whistle does go. Not sure for what reason. Early on, a chance from UMA, but ends up getting called against them. Free kick for Potros. Long ball looking for Mbomio, the goal scorer of both goals. Had a really good first half. Right positions to finish the plays. But the work really comes from behind him. Carino, McKeever, Ben Buskirk, Oranga, Joseph, all were involved in really helping shift that momentum after UMA had a strong start to the half.
White ball.
Answer for UMA as they play the ball forward. Joseph covering for Greenberg. Does well to stop the play from continuing forward. Now UMA keeping the ball in the back. A little bit of a mistouch there, chance. Mbomio's putting the pressure, but now cleared by the goalkeeper. So falls to the feet of the UMA forward. Omar steps in the right moment to win that ball back. Now wide to Joseph. Joseph has some work to do. Does work well. Greenberg with pressure. Back to Paul. Barrow. Paul. Finds Ben Buskirk, but I don't think he was expecting the ball. It just bounces off of him to the UMA player. carried forward. UMA starting the second half similar to how they did in the first half, with making some good connections in the midfield, starting to get the ball into dangerous positions, but that time just rolled out for a goal kick. Not able to create any danger so far in this half. All wide to Bradshaw. Bradshaw looking for the long switch. Looking for Joseph. He'll get the second ball, but not under control as it falls to Tonykin, but Greenberg picks that one up. Back to Barrow. Barrow with a nice flick over to Wesley Paul. This time calmly in the midfield to Oranga. This time a long switch, looking for McKeever, but it's going to go over him and into the canopy, into the bench. UMA's long switch is successful. Here's a chance to come forward. Good turn from the UMA player to get past Greenberg. Joseph still there to put the pressure. Greenberg recovers, gets that ball out of bounds. Throw in for UMA. Looks to the middle, trying to get through the pressure. And Greenberg in the way of the cross, but still some danger as UMA comes away with a corner kick in the second half. Barrow directing the traffic in the box, making sure that the players are marked up. Good communication from back. Cross coming in, low to the front post, away by Kwesi Paul. And the decision will be leave a throw in. Thrown into the box, flicked away by Oranga, and then Buskirk on the second one. Trying to hold off this early pressure from UMA. Cutting inside, looking for a chance to shoot, plays it across to the edge of the box. Now wide, has spots in the middle. Gets the cross in, but only to the hands of Verona. Almost expectedly having to start this half on the back foot, defending well so far. Now they'll try to get some control and shift the momentum back in their favor. Greenberg connecting over here on the near side with Joseph before getting it across into the midfield. Ball forward to McKeever, flicked on. A loose ball. Joseph comes away with it, trying to get the ball forward. It's picked out by UMA, but Darinho's still on it. Darinho, wide to Mbomio on his hat trick, but plays it back to Darinho, just a little too soft. UMA player picks it up, but Mbomio there on the challenge. Darinho's going to leave it. Flick back to Darinho this time. Cross the box. Man Buskirk. Shot saved. Still on the rebound. Cleared by UMA. A chance with space. And UMA's counterattack is unsuccessful and it falls to the feet of Greenberg. Uranga on the ball. Is it across the barrel? Uranga switches to Paul. Potros getting numbers forward. Paul looking for an option. Let's go back to Verona instead. A barrel. Taking their time with the ball. Back across to Paul. Uranga has pressure. Back to Barrow. Now Bradshaw. Beaver getting his touches in the second half. A good bit of possession there from Potros, but ultimately giving the ball away by throwing it out of bounds for a throw-in. Chance here from UMA. Kim on the near side, trying to cut inside, looking for a shot. Greenberg staying in front of it, doing well. Now Joseph helping. Still at the edge of the box, but the shot not able to keep it down, and it will go out for a goal kick again. So again, good work from the Potros defense. Stay in front of it before eventually going down. Now Uranga goes down early in the second half. Ball wide with Joseph. Down the line. Finding Mbomio. Cross put in. Gonna fall into the hands of the keeper for UMA. Trying to play the ball quickly forward. Pressure from Potros. Making it difficult for UMA as they give the ball back to Greenberg. Uranga. Back to Barrow. Barrow's pass. Miscommunication with Van Buskirk. Chance for UMA. Shot wide of the goal. Comes off the tire on the side of the goal. Will be a goal kick. So just a little bit of a mistake there as Barrow tried to play Van Buskirk as Van Buskirk was running away from the space. Just two players on a different page, but they got away with it that time. The ball played forward, one back by UMA. Shot blocked. Flicked forward, chance for UMA. Nice block there from Greenberg to get across. Going to be a corner kick. Great cover there from Greenberg as the ball was flicked into the box. Came across to cover. Got his block away. UMA with the corner kick. And again, Potros having to withstand the pressure from UMA as they did in the first half. Very similar start. Cross from the corner all the way across. Joseph puts it back into the middle dangerously. Now Paul wins it and wins a free kick in the process. Run forward from the UMA player, trying to find a chance to get a cross in, but blocked by Bradshaw. UMA looking like they're playing a little bit more direct in this half. First half, they made a little bit more combination in the midfield. Now just getting it down those lines, looking for those flick-ons, get the ball forward. Potros having to do a little bit more defending on 1v1s than they did in the first half. Bomio's header forward. Gonna roll out for UMA throw-in. Hey, once again, going down the line. Still going. Looking for a chance to put a cross in, and Barrow gets in the way, and another corner for UMA. Cross into the box, to the middle. Header goes straight up, and Verona's able to come down with it. Thrown out to Greenberg, who has some space, but now the pressure coming across. Goes back to Paul. Long ball. First ball by Mbomio, second ball by Dadinho. Now Van Buskirk trying to get some control. Finds Mbomio. Wide to McKeever. McKeever with some space, trying to cut in. Loses his control. That's a challenge at the edge of the box. Gets dispossessed. Gets dispossessed. A chance for UMA now. They get the ball forward once again, but Barrow getting his foot in the way this time. Bradshaw heading forward. Uranga with pressure. Ball stays in. McKeever. Across to Van Buskirk. Van Buskirk looking as a chance to get Joseph forward. Joseph. Flag stays down at the edge of the box. Getting into the box. Still Joseph. Now to Mbomio. On his hat trick. Cuts inside. Second ball. Can't get the shot across. He had it, the goalkeeper, on the ground, but just couldn't get the shot across as the too many UMA defenders around him. But that was the chance to get his hat trick. Great work there from Joseph going into the box. Again, ball played directly forward. Now this time Barrow able to get time with it. This is what Potros will want. They'll want to take their time. They'll want the ball played forward into those types of spaces. Far UMA hasn't really done that in this half until now. And now they're able to get control again. Here's Barrow. Wide to Bradshaw. Bradshaw with pressure. Continues with the ball. Tries to get it across to Van Buskirk, but too light. Now UMA with a chance to go forward. Still carrying the ball. Getting the ball to wide area once again. Wanted situation once again. Bradshaw gets his foot in the way. Some protests from the Potros player, but ultimately it'll be a UMA throw. Thrown in short. Looking for a chance to get a cross in. Goes instead into the box and blocked by Barrow. Looks like we'll see some substitutes warming up for Potros. Fresh legs on for this final 30 minutes or so. UMA again with the throw, still in the game. They can get one back early on in this half. It'll change the dynamic. So far, Potros holding off well. Here's UMA coming forward again, trying to get it into the box. Can't control it, and now Greenberg clears to the center. Dadinho trying to win back the ball. Now Van Buskirk with a little bit of a miss hit, but falls back to him. But still not able to get forward. Here's UMA. UMA still going into the box. Cutting inside. Paul gets in the way. Dadinho with some twist to turn. Plays it forward, looking for Mbomio. Mbomio trying to go in the box. Gets past one. With a chance on the hat trick. And he finishes it. Mbomio, Nazario Mbomio with his hat trick completes it. 3-0 for Potros FC. His sixth goal of the season in 3 matches. Nazario Mbomio scores again for Potros. Kickoff for UMA. Still some time left in this match. Shot blocked by his own teammate. UMA still putting the pressure on despite the goal. And Joseph plays it off of UMA and wins the goal kick. We will see the first change now for Potros as Danny Morera will come plays bench in the midfield. With this tough conditions with the heat, some cramps. We're seeing the sub. Playing center back, moved into the midfield in the last couple games. A little bit different on the legs. Verona sending the ball forward. Finding Mbomio, but a foul called against him. See some position change as go. Okay. Now moving center backs to the front. Off the hair situation. As a target, potentially to head some balls forward. We also see Bryson and Tochi Potros placing Sean McKeever. Barrow getting that ball forward. Long ball looking to get behind Greenberg. Greenberg deals with it well. Now his ball forward to Morera, gets his first touch of the game. Down Joseph. Trying to play back with Morera, has some pressure. Does well to get around, and now to Greenberg. Greenberg not able to clear. Here's UMA, flicked into the box. Trying to head it forward. Looking for a shot. At the edge of the box, saved by Verona. Oh, and a penalty called against Bradshaw. By the referee. Called the penalty. We'll talk to the assistant referee. Protest from the Potros players. You wonder if the score was not 3-0, if that still would have been given. And a yellow card shown to Kwesi Paul for dissent. We did see it from the beginning of the game. A couple of calls similarly called by the referee. Some light physical challenges called. We saw one from a corner kick early on, and then another one from against Heaver. And now a penalty given against Potros for a similar type of call, where a challenge at the edge of the box. Player went down kind of again given. Free penalty for UMA. Referee's not happy with the position of the ball. Bit back. And finished well by the UMA player to bring the score back within 2. Potros from the kickoff trying to get the ball forward. There wasn't a runner in the center of the field, so it'll end up in the hands of the goalkeeper. Long ball by the keeper, looking for the player who had gone forward, and instead rolls to Verona. He'll take his time. Now Verona picks up the rolled back into Van Buskirk. Looking for the switch to Bradshaw. Bradshaw chests it down off of the UMA player and wins the throw-in. Now the long throw over the top, finding Dadinho. Dadinho still with it. Looking for an option in the box, but instead decides to keep it. A hard challenge and a foul called. Looked like it might have been just on the edge of the box. Hard to tell from here where exactly the... Hard to see where the line is. Called outside the box. Buskirk to take the free kick. From a tight angle, probably will be a cross. Tries to do. Puts it into the front post, off the post. Moreta picking up the loose ball, back to Van Buskirk. Plays calmly back to Moreta, now back to Barrow. All the way back to Verona.
Back in.
Potros back in possession. Here's Mbomio. Greenberg. Tried to play it across. Cleared by the UMA player. Ball in the middle. Bradshaw wins it back. Played forward. Van Buskirk played off the ball. No call given. UMA with a chance to go forward. Played wide. Dadinho does well to keep it in play. Wins the throw.
Good tackle.
Ball put back into play quickly by UMA. Long ball looking to go over the top. Right in between Paul and Barrow. Paul controls. Plays forward to Joseph. Back to Greenberg. Greenberg's first time forward. Keeper's clearance through the middle. No Potros players near. Still with UMA. Greenberg once again stepping in. Morera playing across. Darinho. Morera. Greenberg. Ball. Darinho trying to pick up the loose ball, and Tochi plays it forward. Here's Mbomio. Finds Tochi. Tochi misses the first one, still trying to get the second one, but eventually makes a foul. UMA coming forward again. Greenberg with the loose ball once again. Ben Busker. Forward to Joseph. Joseph tries to get around. Just didn't get enough momentum with him. UMA back on the ball. Looking to go long again. Decides to go short instead. Oh, well. And the ball back. Plays the ball forward. Goalkeeper will let that one go out for a goal. Have a hydration break. There's one for the second half. Goal kick for you. Get ready to restart. We'll restart with a goal kick. Goal kick. Ball back into play. UMA. About 11 minutes remaining in this match plus added time. Darinho trying to get past the pressure. UMA winning it back. Pressure hard here from Morera. Makes the foul. Free kick for UMA. Getting the ball forward. Bradshaw up for it. Second ball. Won by Antochi. Now Morera is able to clear the ball forward. Tochi picking up the second ball again. Now Van Busker. Tries to get it forward to Mbomio, but the flag will go up Will be offside called against Indomia. Ball's in play. UMA getting the ball forward again. Then Buskirk there in the midfield this time. Tochi. First touch played to the UMA player. Morera picking that one up. Now substitute for UMA is their midfielder. Off. Ball kick played by Verona into Van Buskirk. Van Buskirk trying to skip the line. And Bomio gets a touch to it, but not with any control. UMA plays the ball forward. Foul called. Sub for Potros. Jordan Yapin will make his debut for Potros, placing Russell Joseph. Looks like that sub will wait until the next chance. Verona again waiting, pick up the ball. Joseph's header forward and Bomio can get control, but now Dadinho does. Back to Mbomio, picked out by the UMA player. Dadinho at the edge of the box. His shot's off target. And now we will see that sub made. Jordan Yapin in for making an impact, new player this season, making his first appearance in the UPSL for Potros. Try to close out this game strong with a 3-1 lead currently. Thanks to the hat trick of Nazario and Bomio. Long ball, not finding any teammates. Barrow will come away with it. Now here's Kwesi Paul. And the ball forward, behind. UMA's attempt to go down the line ends up in the throw-in for Potros. Bradshaw on the throw. Gets it forward. Here's Antochi. Antochi with the opportunity. At the edge of the box, cleared away by the defender for UMA. Good work there from the defense. Still in play. Morera there to pressure. Tackle good. You can see how much that tackle meant to the Potros players. The reaction says it all. UMA running out of time to get back into this game. All played wide. Yapin with the pressure. UMA playing around in their own half. Trying to find the outlet to get forward. This time it goes all the way past Greenberg. Taken down by the UMA player on the outside. Cutting back inside to the middle. At the edge of the box, played across. Bradshaw picks up the loose ball. Van Buskirk with a turn to turn. No option in front of him as Mbomio's coming back from an offside position. Decides to go himself and now has to go back. Flicks it on to Greenberg. Greenberg's not going to be able to get to it. But it did come off of a UMA player, so it will be a Potros throw. Throw in, headed by UMA, falls to Dadinho. Dadinho's pass looking for Antochi, just a bit too short. Then Busker to Dadinho. Yaffin. Yaffin's ball through. It's a good one. Antochi, can he keep it in play? Antochi does. Here's Mbomio. Mbomio to Dadinho. Dadinho calmly to Greenberg. Greenberg picking his up, doesn't see an option, goes short to Dadinho. Now Yaffin, quick touch back to Greenberg. Cross blocked and wins the throw-in. Final minutes of this match. Greenberg's throw finds Mbomio. Tries to bring it down. Greenberg. Shouts for handball, nothing given. Cross in now. Punched away. Falls to Morera. Tries to get it to Van Busker. Cleared by UMA. No runner as Kwesi Paul will have time to head back to Verona. Paul. Decides to go back to Verona, taking their time. Keep the ball. Switch. Looking for Bradshaw. Doesn't keep it in, it'll be a throw. UMA is looking to play quick. Referee won't let them as the substitute for Potros popping now. Joel Brown returning to the lineup today. Places Dadinho. Has to put in a cross. Cuts in instead to the edge of the box, but Brown is there. Brown still with the ball. Gets it wide to Van Busker. Van Busker looking to find Mbomio. Yaffin trying to get into position. Referee thought he pulled too much, gave a foul. Player from UMA, bit of a cramp, now back on his feet. Chance for UMA to put the ball in the box as the dying minutes of this game. About 2 minutes of regulation time. Puts the cross in. Headed away by Paul. Back to the UMA player. Goes forward. The cross in. Van Busker's there to clear. UMA throw. Flag will go up from against UMA.
Take him outside! Outside! Watch out back! Running, it's a go! Danny, you! Danny! Everyone keep it! Everyone keep it! Everyone keep it!
UMA still trying to get back into this game, but running out of time as we reach the final seconds of regular time. See how much time is added and if they have an opportunity. And Tochi doing well to defend. Van Buskirk doing well to defend. 5 minutes of added time will be given. Not much happened in this half, but somehow 5 minutes are added. But Potros will have a throw-in. And Tochi's header falls to Mbomio. No flag. Play continues. And Tochi with space. Oh, his touch too heavy into the box. UMA's keeper picks it up. Chance for a break for UMA. Gets the ball forward. They still have some space to cover. Too big of a touch there from the forward. Omar Barrow gets it. Bradshaw plays to Van Buskirk. Barrow stays down behind. No foul given. Ball played forward. Barrow still down. No offside. UMA with a chance. Shot way off target. And now Mbomio will be replaced, the hat trick getter of the game. 3 goals scored by him. Placing him is Chris Johnson and Brander Hernandez coming in to replace Omar Barrow to finish off this match. Corona getting the ball forward. Headed forward, Johnson not able to keep it in play. Throw in for UMA. Throw in goes out of bounds and throw in for Potros. Bradshaw. Throw-in will be retaken as the assistant referee is saying that the ball never entered the field. Brown picking up the loose ball. Moreira getting fouled as he got the new ball. Van Buskirk playing the ball in. Looking for Ntochi. Ball will say is out of bounds. Tochi picking out that pass, playing it forward to Johnson. Van Buskirk trying to release Johnson a little bit. Has some backspin on it, comes back. Now UMA goes back to the keeper. Moreira wins that one. UMA with a chance to come forward here. Ball played and Moreira back to it. Trying to find Brown, but too long. Brandon man getting his contribution by blocking that cross. Johnson now there. Still work there for UMA. Cross in. Greenberg clearing. Straight up. Heavy touch from UMA goes outside the box. Jordan Yappin is there to put pressure. Goes out for a goal kick. And the final whistle goes, Potros FC 3, UMA 1, final score. Nazario and Bomio's hat trick was enough to get Potros over the line. And UMA will have to wait until next week to try to they'll keep their playoff position for now. They'll have to keep working to stay in there. We'll be back next week at home to bring you the matchup for Potros against North Georgia United. Stick around on social media to see all the details for that match.